You never notice your childhood ending. There's no warning, no announcement, no final chapter. One day, you're outside playing with your friends until the streetlights come on, and somehow, that becomes the last time. The last bike ride, the last sleepover, the last time your parents carried you because you fell asleep in the car. And you never realize it's happening. Because while you're busy growing up, life quietly moves on without asking if you're ready. One day, your toys disappear. Your favorite cartoon ends. The friends you swore would stay forever slowly become strangers. And somehow, the house that once felt enormous starts feeling smaller every year. You never notice your childhood ending. Until one day, you miss it. There was a time when happiness was simple. A Saturday morning cartoon. Ice cream after school. Running through the neighborhood without checking the time. Back then, the world felt safe. Your biggest problem was finishing homework. Or convincing your parents to let you stay up a little later. You didn't know about bills, stress, anxiety, heartbreak. You didn't know how heavy life could become. And maybe that's why childhood feels so magical when we look back. Because we were living before fear fully introduced itself. Before disappointment became familiar. Before we understood what it meant to lose people. Back then, we thought the people around us would always be there. We thought our parents would never grow old. We thought friendships would last forever. We thought home would never change. But life changes quietly. Not all at once. Little by little. Until one day, you realize the moments you thought would last forever were temporary all along. That's the strange thing about life. Most last times don't feel important when they happen. Nobody tells you, this is the last time your mom will hold your hand crossing the street. Nobody tells you, this is the last summer you'll spend with all your cousins together. Nobody tells you, this is the final night everyone in your family will sleep under the same roof. Because if they did, maybe we would hold on to those moments a little longer. Maybe we would pay more attention. Maybe we would stop rushing to grow up. As kids, we wanted freedom. We wanted to be older. We wanted independence. We looked at adults and thought they had everything figured out. But nobody told us adulthood comes with invisible weight, responsibilities, pressure, loneliness. Nobody told us there would come a day when we would wish we could go back. Back to simpler times. Back to hearing our parents call us for dinner. Back to laughing so hard with friends that our stomachs hurt. Back to when life felt slower. Back to when home still felt like home. Growing up is strange. People talk about what you gain. Freedom, experience, wisdom. But nobody talks enough about what you lose. You lose time. You lose innocence. You lose people. And sometimes you lose parts of yourself. The older we get, the more life asks from us. And somewhere along the way, we stop doing the little things that once made us feel alive. We stop staring at clouds. We stop running without worrying how we look. We stop dreaming without limits. We become busy. Busy surviving. Busy proving ourselves. Busy chasing a future we thought would finally make us happy. But sometimes happiness was already there. In those tiny childhood moments we barely noticed. The smell of food cooking in the kitchen, the sound of rain while lying in bed, family movie nights, school vacations, birthday parties. Moments that felt ordinary back then, become priceless later. And maybe that's why nostalgia hurts. Because it reminds us that time only moves in one direction. No matter how badly we want to go back, we can't. One of the hardest parts of growing up is realizing your parents are growing older too. When you're young, your parents feel invincible. They seem strong, certain, permanent. You think they'll always be there to guide you. But then one day, you notice the gray hair, the tired eyes, the slower steps. And suddenly, it hits you. They were figuring life out too. All those years while you were growing up, so were they. They were carrying stress they never talked about, working harder than you realized, sacrificing things silently. And maybe they weren't perfect, but they loved you in the best way they knew how. One day, you stop being the child who needs protection and slowly become the person who wants to protect them. And that realization changes everything, because now you understand. Time isn't slowing down. The people you love won't always be here. And suddenly, those small moments matter more. The conversations, the laughter, the dinners together, even the ordinary days. Especially the ordinary days. Sometimes we say we miss childhood, but maybe what we really miss is how we felt during those years. Safe, hopeful, loved. We miss a version of ourselves that wasn't exhausted by the world yet. A version that believed anything was possible. As children, we didn't count time. Summer felt endless. Weekends felt long. A year felt like forever. But as adults, life moves fast. Too fast. One moment you're graduating school, the next moment you're wondering where the years went. And that's why certain songs hurt. Certain smells bring tears. Certain places feel emotional. Because memories stay alive inside us, even when the moment itself is gone. Maybe that old playground doesn't exist anymore. Maybe your childhood friends moved away. Maybe the house you grew up in belongs to someone else now. But those memories, they still live inside you. And sometimes, that's all we have left of a chapter that ended too quickly. Maybe the real lesson is this. One day, right now, will also become a memory. The people around you today, the conversations, the little routines. One day, you may look back and miss this version of life too. That's why it's important to slow down sometimes, to appreciate people while they're still here, to say, I love you more often, to spend time with family, to take pictures, to laugh loudly, because life doesn't send reminders before moments disappear. And too often, we only realize something mattered after it's gone. Don't wait until your parents grow older to appreciate them. Don't wait until friendships fade to value them. Don't wait until life changes to become present. Because one day, these moments will become memories too. And you'll wish you noticed them while they were happening. You never notice your childhood ending. It slips away quietly, in ordinary days, in small moments, in random afternoons that didn't seem important at the time. And maybe that's what makes it so emotional. The fact that the best parts of life often happen without us realizing they're special. But maybe growing up isn't about trying to go back. Maybe it's about carrying those memories forward, keeping that child inside you alive, still dreaming, still loving deeply, still finding joy in simple things. Because childhood may end, but the lessons, the memories, and the love from those years can stay with you forever. So call your parents, message your old friends, spend time with people you love, and every once in a while slow down enough to appreciate the life you're living right now. Because someday, you may miss these days too. You never notice your childhood ending, until one day, you realize it already did.